Howdy, Coach.
Nice ride.
Nice ride. This is a 2019 Ford Expedition Stealth. Now, my first question to you. What was your first car?
1962, I bought my dad's 1955 Ford Fairlane. It was red and white, and of course I had it painted black and white. I didn't want to die in no red and white car. I mean, I had to look cool in high school, but that was my car in my senior year, 62, 63, a Ford Fairlane.
Nice, nice.
But it's been special. I drive Fords. My car is exactly like this one, same color, same everything, except it's not a Stealth. It's just the regular
It's a beaut.
Expedition.
You got a beaut. Let's ride. Let's ride and talk,
let's
shall we?
go.
Time to ride along with Gary Blair. So you talked high school. So in Dallas, if all goes to plan, Coach, you'd be a baseball player, wouldn't you?
Hey, I tell you, I love all you Aggies out there. I love every one of you. But if they'd let me go coach third base for the Rangers right now, I'm out of here. Okay? But lately we hadn't had a whole lot of runners get to third base. So, but I'm ready for that new stadium. That's my dream job ever since I was an alternate bat boy for the Dallas Eagles in 1957-58. Alternate bat boy. But guess what? I never got to be the bat boy because the guy never got sick the whole year. So I had alternate by my name.
Wow. Baseball is the first love, isn't it?
Oh, I love it. I love it as we go past the new softball field right there. I toured it the other day, and it's beautiful. Our Bluebell Stadium over there. I love to go watch Childers play and everything. No, baseball's first love. But I give you a hint. A lot of us basketball coaches are frustrated baseball players who couldn't hit the slider.
You're a Marine.
Yes.
Proud Marine, right?
Proud Marine. I was running restaurants out in California, and they sent me up to Chicago to get this store out of bankruptcy in South Chicago. And sort of the hoodlums or the Fonzie gang had sort of taken it over. So I had to go up and do this, and I was up there for about a month. All of a sudden, my draft notice came. It says report for induction in 5 days. And I'd had a medical exemption when I was in college, and all of a sudden I went back there, and the guy looked at me and said, well, that operation was a year and a half ago, son. You're on your way to Fort Ord. I said, no, I'm joining the Marines. But I joined the Marines because I always wanted to be a Marine, and I was a proud Marine.
And you used the GI Bill to go back to school, correct?
Right. When I got out in December of '70, I sprinted back to finish my last year of college, and then used my GI Bill also to get my master's the next 2 summers.
You're coaching PE in Dallas. We love to look at the result at South Oak Cliff. But the start is fascinating, right? Because you wanted the head baseball job there.
Well,
and
I wanted the baseball or basketball, anything in either of the 2 sports. I didn't want to coach football because they watch too much film. They watch too much film, and I didn't like the cold weather. I like the hot weather of baseball, and I like the indoors of basketball. And that's what I wanted to be, a baseball or basketball coach. But I ended up taking the job at Dallas South Oak Cliff. That was 3 years after integration hit. And then next year, you know, Title IX had kicked in, and so all the large cities did not have women's athletics. That's how I got started in women's ball, sort of by mistake or by accident, because the 2 women PE teachers didn't want to coach because they did drill team and cheerleaders, and so they asked for volunteers. Here I am raising my hand again, And that's how I got started in women's athletics.
Gary Blair.
More wins than anybody else in history. And for the first time, the program matters.
And Texas A&M is the 2011 champion for the first time in school history.
What was it about A&M that attracted you so much to take this job?
Sleeping Giant, for years, they've had coaches in here, but really didn't have the commitment, I do not believe, from the university. They had to have a program, so they had a program, but they really didn't have the facilities, the commitment, and the recruiting, and they missed out. So sometimes it is the right place, right time, and I felt like I had done just about everything I could at Arkansas.
Right.
I had a great life, top 25 program, loved where I lived, loved everything, but this was a sleeping giant. And all it needed was the right staff to come in here that could work so hard and get the people around the state of Texas first. We wanted to close the doors in Texas before we started going nationwide, and I think we did a good job in that area.